there's a lot to see out there, and it's pretty incredible to think that, like, because of a camera, I've been able to see the world and document the world and meet musicians like yourself and some amazing surfers and ride some amazing waves. Even, you know, been able to see some pretty amazing tennis players of all things.
How many photos of yours actually get printed, like actual, like old school printed style?
Like 4x6 prints?
Yeah.
If you asked a year ago, I'd say not very many.
Yeah.
But in the past year, I've like made a conscious effort to print as many images as I can. I feel like there's something special about having something that's tangible and like giving something to someone as a memory. By having, it doesn't even have to be the greatest image, but by having an image and having a print of it, it's a point of reference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time you see it, it brings you back to a certain time or a certain place, or you know, if you're a photographer, you look at it and you see all the imperfections of it, or you look at it and go, you know what, that was a really cool moment.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have this on my fridge so I can share it, or I'm glad I have this frame so I can,
yeah,
you know, admire the work of others.
For most people, a photo has two faces, where it's, on the one hand it's a work of art, but on the other hand it's a snapshot of a memory. How do you distinguish between the two? How do you take yourself out of like the creative, more critical thinking element, or is it easy to kind of go between the two?
I think when you're trying to make an image, it's important to strip away as much as you can and keep it as simple as possible, so when the viewer looks at the image, they're not thinking about the airplane it took to get there, you know, the hassle with the rental car, you know, the meal you forgot to eat, the bad water you drank, you know, all those different things that go into an image shouldn't be seen in the image. And I think if it is, it takes away from the image. So I think the simpler you can make your photography, or in your case, the simpler you can make the music, the more effective it is, and the better it feels.
If you had the next generation's ear and you were to tell them something, some life lesson that you've learned, what would you say?
Find something that you're really passionate about, whatever it is, that's hopefully healthy.
Yeah.
And kind of obsess over it and see where it takes you, and have fun with it, and be open to trying new things and you know, experiencing bits of life that you might not feel comfortable with, but you have to be happy with the work that you're making. And I think it's good to take like constructive criticism from others and from the editors and the different people that view your work, but ultimately it's up to you to have an idea and use the right tools and put yourself in the right opportunity, in the right position to share that idea. And then the more you're able to do that, the more people will start to recognize your work as a part of you versus your work just as work.
Todd, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, John. This is cool to be here.
I feel like David Letterman or something.
That was so like...
You turned it on right there.
Yeah. Did I?
I felt like I didn't even know you for like 15 seconds.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.